toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on a team from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Hokies have been waiting and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll run it to the right side. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Guys, let's chat a little big picture Auburn. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Caught near the sticks. It's Howard. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. On the ground, it's Robinson. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum. And this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Let's talk for a second about Auburn. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
We're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there is a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, 4th down, and it says run the ball and go for it. Even if you don't get it, your opponent's going to have to drive a ways. There's still a lot of football left to play. Hindsight's always 20/20, but that was an excellent decision by the head coach.
The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Well, When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
You know, you're in the red zone. You bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting a run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. So they'll send out the field goal unit.
Number 92.
Field goal is good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
You're feeling really good about that, right? Brand new season, first drive of the year. The juices are flowing. You march the ball down the field. You don't get a touchdown, but at least you come away with 3 points. Very positive start to the year.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it away at the 25. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup for 5.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. Second and 10, really hard. Third and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Takes the handoff. It's Overton. They get him on the ground at the 36 after a pickup of 5.
Well, what a nice run. He's showing you his athleticism there. You guys remember back in the day when we were calling a game here and the all-time great Virginia Tech running back Kevin Jones came up to the booth and he got into a vertical leap contest with Pollock. It was awesome. This guy on the field, man, he's got so much skill and ability. He's strong and he's fast, and I think he can also out-jump them.
And the Hokies can really attack on this second and short. At the 45, on his way. Right down the gut of the field. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Hokies.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
On the move from inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Use the play fake, now to throw. He turns that loose down the right side. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Here's a heat. Takes a hit as he fired. Stopped just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
And the quarterback's showing a lot of toughness on that play, being able to focus downfield with all that pressure coming right ahead.
The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
Looking downfield, it's Daniels. He's got him. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. On the run, it's Robinson. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? Back to pass. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He's brought down right at the 13-yard line. Still a ways to go to make it to the line to gain. Let's see what they do on fourth. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. He splits the uprights. That brings them to within one. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Toledo is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Bruce Gradkowski should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Tulane.
Gives it on the option.
Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Hokies come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Turning it on! And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Throws to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Backed up now, here's second and long. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
Really nice third down sub-defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up for it.
That is no good. And the lead remains at 1 after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. To throw, it's Daniels. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Wants to go up top. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Here they come, facing third and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
Well, it's a nice-looking throw right there, and I'll tell you what, for Hokie quarterbacks in the past, it's not all about just hurting you with their legs. Michael Vick could kill you throwing the football. Tyrod Taylor could do it. How about this name? Jim Drunkenmiller. You can just see him right now dotting an 18-yard dig route. That's a nice-looking throw. That gives me some Drunkenmiller vibes, Paul.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them, and I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
Pulls it in. It's Green. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Bully ball on third and short. There he goes. He's up to 107 yards rushing, and he goes over the century mark in this season opener.
Yeah, and this offense is built behind this guy. I mean, a guy that you can hand the football to consistently and expect positive yards all day long, all game long. Now he's over 100 yards on the day.
Intercepted deep in his own end. Going the other way, and he's got room. Just an outstanding return after the pick, and he'll put that offense in business at the 45.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. And that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
Going to the running game. Slithers into space. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
They'll move the tight end. Back to throw. It's Daniels. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. On the move, it's Robinson. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He'll set up to throw. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got room on the return. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can't this guy do?
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
I'll tell you something. In college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
He'll pull it down. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line. And the Hokies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out of the gun to give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the big tight end. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on fourth down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass and forcing the incompletion on fourth down.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case in there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Third down coming up after that completion. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Caught over the middle, it's Howard. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. They'll give it to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Time dwindling away as they trying to put points on the board right before the half. They'll go right back to him. Oh, he's got some space. They'll immediately call timeout. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pressure coming. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jacobs. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. Here's a quick throw out to the left. That should be the final play of the 1st half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the 2nd half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Pulled and fired complete. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Lost a throw on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these 2 guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? To the air on 1st down. Finds his tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Ridley. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw again. Oh, he wants it all. Grabs it inside the 15. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Hokies.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The inside handoff. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. Offense gets set for 2nd down. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run play action. Rushes on him. They get to him as he throws.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking for a gap. It's Robinson. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. Auburn sends out the punting unit. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Makes the catch at the 30. He's got great speed. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returns are so quick, you can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on them. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to pass. It's Daniels. He's going to fire deep. Makes the catch down the right side. Finds a seam. Touchdown, Tiger. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Temple is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Hall of Famer Joe Klecko should never be counted out of any game.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll run it from the gun. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Jacobs. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Overton. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Picks up the first down, still moving. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And the Hokies get it past the sticks. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. The run from the shotgun. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. He's got it out of bounds at the 41-yard line. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. Used the play fake. Now to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
We talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, first down.
Give to the running back. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Fires to the tight end. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Offense working from the pistol. Off play action. Fires left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Throwing right. Makes the grab. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll leave it with him. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Right back to the well. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Got it!
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't.
Sneak gets it done.
Yeah, I tell you what, great job by this offense, great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your 2-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the fourth quarter when you need the 2-point conversion?
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Barrels ahead. He's not going to make it in as this defense comes up with the stop on the 2-point conversion to hold on to their lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wideout. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Snagged in the middle. It's Overton. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after.
Breaks into the open. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there. And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Out of the gun, the inside give. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much